Hello and welcome back to Indian Videotapes. This is the second episode of Mirzapur. If you haven't seen the first episode, I request you to watch it so that you understand what's going on in the story. Here is the recap of the first episode. Munna accidentally murdered the bridegroom, and Ramakant Pandit, the lawyer and the father of our heroes, Guddu and Bablu, accepts the case, telling the groom's father that he will help them getting justice. Munna and his friends goes to the lawyer's house to threaten him, and they were thrashed by the lawyer's family. Kaleen Bhaiya orders Makbul to get the boys, and we see the brothers are being taken to the Don's house. Two new characters are introduced to the story. Rati Shankar Shukla is a rival Don of a nearby city, Jaunpur, and a distant cousin of Kaleen Bhaiya. Mr. Gupta is the father of Sweetie and Golu. He is a corrupt cop who takes bribe from Kaleen Bhaiya. Now let's continue with the story. Both the boys were actually shivering with fear about the thought that the Don will be kicking their asses. The Don appears and asks the boys that don't you know Munna is my son? On this Guddu replies that if someone comes to your house, insults your father and misbehaves with your sister, then he should be beaten. He adds that if Munna comes again, he will be thrashed again. Munna again gets angry and charges at Guddu, but Kaleen Bhaiya separates them. The Don is actually impressed by the fact that the Pandit brothers thrashed Munna despite knowing that he is the Don's son. Kaleen Bhaiya asks the boys what they do. Guddu replies that he is preparing for a famous bodybuilding competition and Bablu is highly educated in accounts and will be looking for a job as a banker. The Don gets more impressed by the combination of power and brains. He chooses to hire them, surprising the brothers and Munna. Don gives them some time to think and let him know their decision. We also see their family scared at home waiting for the boys to return. After much thinking that it will be eventually beneficial for them to take the offer, Guddu and Bablu agrees to work for Kaleen Bhaiya. They are also invited to have dinner with the Don, which irritates Munna because his father offered them a job instead of punishing Guddu and Bablu. Guddu requests the Don about giving them a scooter because they had their asses scrapped while riding a bicycle. To their surprise, they are given a pair of guns and a bike so that when they are seen, people remark, "There go Kaleen Bhaiya's men." Guddu was more amazed by having guns in his hand for the first time in his life. He wants to try the guns. He fires shots in the air, feeling the power they just got. Dude, it's mind blowing. He shoots several celebration bullets in the air on his way home. Kaleen Bhaiya knows that Munna is outrageous about hiring Guddu and Bablu. He advises Munna to lighten up. Munna wants revenge, but his father explains to Munna that the best payback is for both of them to work for you and will be loyal to you as Makbul is our loyalist. He adds that Makbul, Guddu and Bablu are not our family, you are our family. So whatever we are doing is good for you. He also advises that when you control Mirzapur in the future, then you should need faithful cradles which will come in handy in the time of trouble. Guddu and Bablu return home happily. The next afternoon, they go to their father's office and try to persuade him to drop the complaint against Munna and also tell him that they had joined Kaleen Bhaiya. Hearing this, Mr. Pandit becomes enraged and screams, "I can't believe you are both my sons," and he orders the boys to leave. In the college, we are shown Sweetie looking for her nerdy sister Golu, who is also studious, but we see her reading an erotic novel, feeling her to be a part of it. Munna also reaches college with his companions and proceeds towards the office of HOD. We see that he and his pals have wounds from the previous day's beating from the Pandit's family. HOD informs him that Deepu Singh, Munna's opponent in college elections, has withdrawn from the nomination process and explains to Munna that there should be less violence in the college and college campus as long as there are elections. Munna spots Sweetie in college and wants to take her on a date. Sweetie and Golu are revealed to be the daughters of that cop who came to the Don's palace to complain about Munna regarding the groom's murder. Munna confesses his feelings for Sweetie, but Sweetie despises Munna due to his bad behavior and reputation. Munna offers Sweetie to watch the movie with him, but Sweetie declines. After repeated offers, Golu becomes enraged and asks Munna whether her sister should have sex with him right now. "Isn't that your ultimate goal?" And both the sisters leave from there. One of Munna's companions is a quack pharmacist and runs a local dispensary. They all go there to enjoy some drugs and smoke weed. In a parallel scene, we see all of Kaleen Bhaiya's gun distributors lined up in the Don's palace to pay off the previous week's dues by selling local handguns to customers. They also return the faulty firearms that exploded when fired. The malfunctioning firearms are referred to as Chandu guns in their native tongue. Kaleen Bhaiya from some sources come to know that their rival, Rati Shankar Shukla, a don from a nearby city, Jaunpur, had sent a shooter to eliminate Munna. Kaleen Bhaiya calls Munna and inquires about his whereabouts. Munna lies that he is collecting cash from a gun distributor. His father responds, "Don't think I am an asshole," adding that all the gun distributors are lined up in front of him. Munna got angry and leaves. Maqbool has been assigned to look after Munna. Their accountant, Mr. Brijesh, informs the Don that the collection is 15% less and the number of faulty pistols are more than the last week. This makes the Don upset. However, he asks the accountant to destroy the Chandu guns. Guddu and Bablu make a visit to the dead groom's family on behalf of Kaleen Bhaiya in the evening. They offer the family a bribe in exchange for withdrawing the case. Guddu claims that they are new to the team and they are aiming for their first kill to kickstart their career. Guddu hangs the groom's uncle outside the home while the father finally agrees to withdraw the case. Maqbool was looking for Munna and was told that Munna had departed a long time ago. Munna is pictured bashing a sex worker to express his rage. On the other hand, we witness Rati Shankar Shukla, a don of a nearby city, Jaunpur, set to execute one of his men for failing to maintain the proper account. Shukla also wishes to seize control over Mirzapur. Rati Shankar and Kaleen Bhaiya are actually cousins, however, they split up years ago due to a conflict. Shukla was driven out of Mirzapur and handed command of Jaunpur. Kaleen Bhaiya calls Shukla and asks him what he is hiding deep inside, but Shukla denies sending anyone to eliminate Munna. The shooter sent to eliminate Munna failed and Munna eliminated the gunman who was supposed to eliminate him. They abuse each other. Fucking peace. And here episode 2 ends. What happens next will be continued in the next episode, which will be uploaded soon. Please leave a like and do subscribe to help the channel out. Also write your thoughts and suggestions in the comments area below. Till then, have fun and be safe.